I can't believe I'm talking about the royal wedding here, but we're going to actually talk about the royal wedding for a second because it does involve a musical moment. And we do like to bring you the music news. And even though I use the term music lightly here, Mel B was just on one of these shows, and she suggested that she is going to be a part, it was invited to and will be a part of performing at the royal wedding between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So this is the thing. We've got this picture, and it's so adorable. It's Prince Harry at like 12 beating the Spice Girl. And the reason why I bring this up today is because, like, don't we all go through that super embarrassing moment, like, when we're 12 and 13, like our bubblegum pop phase, right? Where we really don't know the difference between, like, genuine, raw, really good music and just the stuff that's pounded into us from top 40 radio. You know what I mean? Like like we all hit that moment, but very rarely do you bring it back in your life. Like we've all gone through embarrassing phases. I can't even begin to tell you half of the embarrassing records that I owned, from like 10 to like 15, when you start to realize, wait a second, this stinks and I want to find something that's really good. But I didn't have any of those back at my wedding. And I know obviously this stuff is all blown out of proportion, and who knows, maybe he really didn't want it to get out, but she was on, what is this show called? The Real? Okay. I don't know. There's like 40 of them. It used to just be what was the original one? That was the big deal. The View. The View hit, and then they made 17,000 View ripoffs where it's just the same. Like, what's the point of the show? We don't know. But get a dining room table, and we're going to put some ladies around it, or we're going to put a camera on them. That's it. Shouldn't we change it up? Maybe we should, so it doesn't look exactly. No changing. Dining room table, 5 chairs. That's it. Perhaps 4. No. I found this wonderful bar stools presentation. No, dining room table. That is it. No trying. All right, we looked at a video of The View. They have 6 plants in the back. If you want to put 7, you can do that. But that's as far as we're going to let you go. Everything else, dining room table, couple plants, 5 chairs. Done. Shoot a camera at them. That's it. You got a show. It's over. All right, so anyway. So this one is the Real. I don't know what channel this is on.
Do you know anybody that you think is going to go to this wedding? Because, I mean, do you have, you do? You're going?
Are you going, Mel?
Are you kidding? You're so, oh my God!
You're going? You're packing yourself in your suitcase.
Oh my
You
gosh,
just don't know it yet.
I should have said that.
Oh my God!
Wait, Mel is going? Oh my God, this is everything. Did you get an invitation?
What was 5 Spice Girls did? Why am I so honest?
Oh my God!
Did you get an invitation? This is the exact opposite response that I have to every wedding invitation that I get. Like, my wife will tell me, we got an invitation. As soon as she says we got an invitation, I just go, oh, God. Oh, God. When is it? And then I immediately do the same thing. I break out the Islanders schedule, and I go, this better not be on a game night because I can't even. If I have to drag myself to this and miss an Islander game, I'm taking 50 out of the envelope.
Spice Girls to the royal wedding.
Yes.
That's amazing. I mean, I would say, of course, they're like
What did it look like?
royalty themselves.
Hold on.
Yes, wait, get everything.
What did the invite look like?
See, now that's getting too personal if I
No,
actually
it's
describe
not personal. Just like,
What did they invite? Never in my life did I say to my wife, can I see the invitation? I'm just curious what the invite looked like.
Serious question, though, and maybe you can answer, maybe not. Will the Spice Girls be performing at the reception?
Oh, this is where I'm just
Yes,
like,
they are performing! Yes!
I need to go. I'm going to be fired.
Look at we got the picture in the studio. We'll post it. It's like a little 12-year-old. Look how excited he is to be meeting the Spice Girls. I'd be upset. I'd be like, look, if I, if my 12-year-old guilty pleasure music, I invited to have him back at my wedding, I wouldn't want it publicized everywhere, especially if it was the Spice Girls, especially. See, this is the problem when, when Five Pretty Girls become popular when you're 12. You can't shake that. You can't, I have an affinity for the Spice. I'll admit it. There's a special place in my heart for the Spice Girls. I partook in a couple of Spice Girls listening sessions when I was 12. They were huge. It wasn't our fault. Let me talk to the kids. Please, kids, I know you're 13. You're on your way to school right now. You're like, this is embarrassing. You don't understand. The Spice Girls were like Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber, all rolled into. There was just they had movies and TV. It was a very confusing. Times were changing. We didn't know what Zigga Zigga meant. It was the whole thing. I understand where Prince Harry is coming from. I'm just saying, it kind of stinks to have your little guilty musical pleasures coming back to haunt you all these years later. How do you justify that to your pals? I'm assuming Paul McCartney's going, or Elvis Costello. How do you how are they going to feel when they show up and the Spice Girls are on the bill and they're, sitting in the back? It's just very tough to swallow. Musically, it seems like this isn't a fair assessment, this royal wedding. I don't know when the royal wedding is. I'm not exactly sure. But it looks like we're getting a Spice Girls performance, private Spice Girls performance there. This, of course, amongst all the rumors of them having a massive reunion tour. Not that I'm following that. Not that I've been keeping up on where they're at. It looks like they're downgrading from a world tour just to a couple of special shows. But not like I've been following it on Twitter or anything like that. Don't. All right, I'm looking at some of the Twitter, and I just want to say I don't appreciate the tone on Twitter right now. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate this kind of feedback. This is bullying. This is bullying. This is insensitive. I wish you would stop asking me if I have a favorite Spice Girl. Okay, that's out of line. That is out of line. It's Ginger. It's Ginger Spice. Ginger Spice is my favorite. Here's Bob Marley. No Woman, No Cry.